Hey, what's up, my earthlings and beings? It's Rod D of Orange Ninja News, where news is what we do. Yeah, man, it's back. Another day at it. Today, just like the title says, we're going to be talking about the CEO that got fired for making a comment. So, today's video will be about the CEO that got fired because he made a comment. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Before I get into it, like I usually do, I talk about my day, how I went in the trucking world. I know you enjoy my trucking stories, so I'll talk about my trucking life also, man. I got to get it in. Yeah. Now, but today is it's been a pretty good day. The place, the warehouse I delivered at have a Army National Guard next to it. Real nice building. I enjoy the view, and it just reminds me of back in my service days. And I reflect on that, old memories. It's pretty good. Nice view to look at. And yeah, so shout out to all the military and former military, the vets, etc. Much love. All right. So now let's get into the story, man. So y'all probably seen a story that was trending a day ago. It was about this teenager that went to prom. Which you'll say, well, why would it make world national news, world news, if just about a guy going to the prom? Well, the whole thing was that the kid wore a dress to the prom. And I'm pretty sure he's not the first one to ever do that. And there's probably millions of videos of kids wearing all types of wacky stuff to their prom. So, I still wouldn't see that as making any headline, or especially not the traction that this story picked up at. Like, wow. But a guy ends up getting fired over it because he made a comment, and he's a CEO at this health product company. And I was like, before I seen the video, I'm like, oh man, maybe he attacked the kid or something happened like that or something like that. But from the video, man, it's real mild. Now, before I say that, let me step back and say, no, I don't side with him as far as making the comment, even though it's a free country and you can, have your own opinion and stuff like that. I think it's stupid that he would talk to a kid that was going to prom, because that's a kid and you're a grown man. You should stay in the grown man place and just ignore the kids and all that good rigmarole. But at the end of the day, when you look at the video, it seemed like the guy actually probably had had some drink and was a little tipsy, and he had that little drunk kind of look to him and that little stagger of a drunk at the time. So to me, I'm thinking, the guy had one drink too many and need to go sit down somewhere. And he made a comment when the kid was passing by. He was like, "You look like an idiot." And no, he said, "You look like an idiot with that on." And it was no extra to it. I mean, he kind of kept it moving. One of the other parents is like, "Yo, put them in this place. Yo, these are kids. You're a grown man. Let kids be kids." And everything kept moving. He didn't touch the kid. He didn't try to fight him. He didn't do that to him. I'm like, just a comment? What the? Come on, man. I can see if he was fouling or wilding out or, anything extra to it. That was it. That was the whole thing. So I'm like, to me, it's some of it, well, a lot of it was a bunch of fake outrage. Like I said, yeah, he should have stayed in his place, kept his comment to himself, but at the same time, damn. And I'm going to tell you why. Check this out. This is something that I don't know why other people ain't thought of this or came up with it, but Why is he the only one to actually get fired from his job for making the comment? Well, you know, it was a lot of people that saw this dude in the dress, and a lot of people commented on it. A lot of people had their own opinions. A lot of people said something. Out of everybody, the only person to get fired is the CEO at this health place. Now, how does that make sense? Yo, if we're gonna be fair across the board, and anybody that makes a comment towards that kid that night or that day, it was during the day. So anybody that made a comment towards that kid that day or later on that night or whatever, anybody, in other words, anybody that saw him in the dress and said anything at all need to be fired from their job. If you wanna do it, you know what I'm saying, you gotta make it fair across the board. You can't nitpick and say, okay, this one person, but everybody else that said something, oh, that's just fine. So he has, you know, he would have classmates and etc. And I mean, you have to be a strong, bold person to make that type of clothing choice to your prom. So he was already ready for it. He already knew it. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he didn't just walk off whimpering and stuff because he already knew, hey, I made this fashion choice and I might hear a couple of people say something about it, and that's it. It's not like he had no idea that somebody might say, hey, that's a weird fashion choice. You know, come on, man. If a person dressed like that, they probably said, hey, look at me, look at the way I'm dressed. So, you know good and well, that guy is no way on earth, that guy was the only person to say anything about that. Think about that. There's no way in the world. Matter of fact, you see other people talking about it. Why are they getting fired? You know what I'm saying? If you're supposed to fire everybody that has a comment about it, then let's be fair. Fire everybody across the board. And I think that'll slow down some of the cancel culture, where they show that, man, it's not really fair when you go to nitpicking who's to be fired and who can keep their job. So his classmates at his job that got little burger jobs, working at fast food and stuff, they made comments all night, but they still got their little fast food jobs they can go back to after they get out of school. Their little side hustles, jobs, you know, that teenagers be having. None of them get fired, but the CEO gets fired. Come on, man. If we're gonna make it fair, it's got to be across the board, man. You just can't be picking like that. And back to the teenager was bold for wearing a dress to prom. That's not a bad thing, you know. That's actually a good thing. If we didn't have bold people in the world would be so boring. Think about it. The best YouTubers that's out here, they're bold, man. Think about it. You're like, how's this guy walking around videoing all throughout the day, every day, and not scared or nervous or nothing like that? Yeah, this dude is bold. You know what I'm saying? He's got that boldness about himself. He's able to really go for it, and that's usually the most entertaining YouTubers. And if you look at the top big ones that's out here, I don't have to name no names. I mean, you just when you look at it and you look at the amount of views they get, etc., the guys that do the best, they all real bold guys. The guys that just really go for it and not whimpering, sitting in the corner thinking about, oh, what would people say about this or that. So it's nothing at all about being bold. But what if you get canceled just for being yourself or doing your own thing? Now that's where the whole problem comes in. Yeah, so what I'm saying is, what if the teenager that wore the dress, if we went back through all his social media and they would go to his school and talk to all his friends and we could easily find somebody that was offended by some comment he said. So then you have to turn around and make sure he loses whatever employment that he's getting or wherever he's working or whatever he's doing in his life. All that should be canceled because he hurt somebody's feelings one day by saying something. And if you say, oh well, he's never in his life ever said anything that can remotely be offensive to somebody. Yeah, okay, yeah, sure. Only if he walks on water, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure if you go through his social media, it could be something found where he made a comment that people might not like. So, why? My thing is, why destroy one person's life to benefit the other person's life out of when the whole thing is like just seeing blown out of proportion. I mean, it's when you think about it, um, it's just like what I say with the whole boldness. I wouldn't want him getting canceled, just like I don't want the poor guy that got fired from his job to get canceled. Because once you take the boldness out of society, you're gonna really lose out on really great performers. I mean, everybody's gonna be too busy walking on eggshells and defending themselves on every little comment or every move they make or anything they might say. You're so busy worried about that you can't actually just go out there and perform and entertain because you're too worried about, oh, they're gonna take away my job, my livelihood, etc. Because I mean, nobody's thinking about the CEO as far as his kids that he's taking care of and how's he going to pay his bills? How's he going to live his life? Why would we destroy this man's actual life and take away his livelihood over one comment? I mean, when you look at it like that, man, it's it puts it more in a perspective. I mean, you're talking about a guy's actual livelihood, and the average person that's saying, "Oh yeah, he should get fired," and this and that. What? I mean, usually that's a person that says something like that. They're usually one of the first persons that's out here in the streets cussing and fussing and doing all types of foolishness. So if that's the case, then they shouldn't have a job or whatever income they have coming in should be cut out. Wherever it's coming from. Because, you know what I'm saying? Come on, you have to be fair, man. Across the board, man. Anyway, so the guy is now famous. The teenager with the prom dress, you know, he's getting his little 5 minutes of fame, and this whole news story blew up so big that it made world news. What is he going to do with it? Is he going to take that and write a book, or be like, yo, this is my new mixtape on SoundCloud, check me out? Or, you know what I'm saying? He can actually take his fame that he made off of this story and actually turn that into an income and actually launch his whole career off the fame. A lot of people don't get that chance. There's a lot of people out here that wish they had just a fraction of the fame that he got right now with his quick 5 minutes. But we all know that when somebody get their 5 minutes of fame, it depends on the person and the people around them. Some people are smart enough to capitalize off of it. Others aren't. There's been plenty of people that made headline stories in the news that are just broke and down and out because they didn't know how to capitalize off of it. Like, a lot of people be getting jealous and talking down about that I was going to call her a rapper, I guess. Yeah, I guess you could say rap music performer. That Bad Baby. You know, she started off, she was on the show where she was saying "Catch Me Outside" or whatever as a teenage kid, and she got a little 5 minutes of fame right quick, and there was other little bad girls on the same show saying all types of stuff and wilding out. and they all had the same opportunity. The camera was on all of them. Bad Baby was the only one that, out the situation, had people around her and was smart enough. Hey, I don't want no 5 minutes of fame and be broke. I want to capitalize off of this and make a career out of it. You know what I'm saying? So she took it from there to, oh yeah, I'll catch my mixtape on SoundCloud and this and that, and she's over here doing this project and over there doing the next project. Man, so it's basically on the person. What I'm saying is, you know, and the other ones didn't do that, so you don't hear about them. They're nowhere. They're gone, you know. They didn't realize or figure out that, hey, this right here, this being in front of the camera and famous for 5 minutes, or I could actually figure out how to eat off of this, you know what I'm saying? And so I say all that to say this. This could actually, if the kid was smart, launch his career and start him off where he would never have to work again. But the poor CEO that got fired, this ends his career. So why couldn't it be both? Why couldn't both people eat? That's all I'm saying. Why would one get thrown to the lions and the other one get praised? That's all. Fair across the board. If you're going to do it for everybody. Don't pick and choose. All right. So, yeah, that's about enough on that topic. Because I seen this other news article, and I could tell you how I could kind of tie into this, what I'm already talking about right now. Well, I was speaking of coexisting. Why can't we humans coexist with the planet? Why must we kill all the animals? Yeah, so I'm looking at a news story that just popped up in Phoenix, Arizona. It says the first controlled bison hunt inside Grand Canyon National Park is scheduled to take place this fall, and the park is looking for applicants to help with this effort to reduce the area's bison population by 2020. Wait, what? Dang it. I got that wrong. I meant population by 200. They want to kill 200 bison. Okay, now, so, yeah. And they need hunters to go out and kill some of the great American buffalo, aka bison. And we've done this before already. I mean, we seen this story the last time it happened, and it caused the extinction of the American buffalo. And that's why for so many years we've been trying to get the population of the American buffalo back up. And it was felt across the board as the popular opinion was, when we put the American buffalo into extinction, that was kind of a bad thing. That wasn't real cool. And I mean, we go around and we kill off animals into extinction. And I mean, of course, that's not the first animals that we done like that, but the Tasmanian tiger, let's see, the dodo bird. I mean, there's so many animals you can't even count. I mean, it's sad. It doesn't make sense, man. It's like we as humans, man, we are some killing machines. Just like it's a part of a movie in the Matrix. Neo is talking to the lead machine, police killing, whatever thing it is, and it says, humans are like a virus, because humans, all we do is kill off the animals and pollute everything, and it's crazy, man. That one little speech in the film is so damn true, though. It's ridiculous. I don't know why as humans we have to just kill off animals. Whether it's the rhino in Colombia, whether it's the snakes in Florida, everywhere we go, it's too many of these animals. Let's just wipe them out. Oh man, I don't know. A battle against Mother Earth. I wonder which one's going to win, being that Mother Earth was here before us. Interesting. All right, so yeah, sorry that I ended on a bad note, but I seen that little news story. I wanted to share it. I mean, as an animal lover, man, I hate when whatever any animals go extinct, but to say, hey, we did such a good job the last time, let's do it again, I think that really sucks. All right, and with that, y'all be blessed and peace. See you next time.